guys, welcome to the lab. It is finally season 2, and in lab, we help you develop a meaningful life. We are in person. Today, we have a singer-songwriter musician, Krista Monica.
Woo! What am I gonna
Hi.
say? Hi.
Before we start, can you give us a little introduction of who you are and what do you do?
Alright, as Peace say, my name Peace. I keep mixing it up with like love, peace, and hope. Yeah, I was like, is it hope or like is it peace? But sorry, I know your name. It's just like I don't know. You grew up with those kind of stuff. Like
You do.
When I was kids.
You do.
My name is Krista Monica. 24 years old at the moment, and I've been doing music for a little while. I have my original out in Spotify, YouTube, and all of that. What else did you want to know about me?
So you've been a musician.
Yeah.
Can you kind of break us down into how have you become a musician and what's the journey behind you being a singer-songwriter?
Oh, okay. I guess I'll start doing music seriously. Honestly, not long ago. I think I was in high school, and I just been listening to music like non-stop. Like I'm so crazy. Like before sleep, anytime if I can listen to music, I'll listen to music. And I don't know. It's like it's my teenager, phase. Well, when you have nothing to do, you just listen to music all the time. I grew up in church as well, so singing in church, playing keys in church, do whatever in church, like they teach you so many things. So yeah, it's good. What else? I think I start become musician, or like as I thought, I have this mentality that I want to be a musician because I was surrounded by a really good musician at that time as well. So I'm dating a musician, a session player in Indo, so I kind of know like, okay, that's the industry of music. And I just been doing it since since I was teenager basically.
Wow.
Like not a big gig, obviously, just a small gig here and there. Like you don't really care about the money at that age. You just want to do music, and you're very happy when you're actually earning money just doing singing, and you just like first it's give you endorphins like when you're singing. Second, it's just it's the best thing that you could do as a career, honestly, like being a musician. It's make you so happy.
Wow. Yeah. What's the motivation, or like what's the first thing that you think triggered you to become a musician? Is it like yes, I'm not gonna say anything.
Good question. Well, what's the trigger? I guess it's always come back again because I like songwriting, and that's why I want to be more an artist rather than just a singer.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I'm the best at expressing myself through music, and I can tell the story. I can. It's just the best way to express myself, I guess, because I'm not the best at meeting people or talking with people, but I think music is true, and I just do it.
Wow.
It's feel right for me.
Wow. I think it comes more naturally to artists and more to musicians because they're so exposed to how they can express themselves, and then it's like, oh, maybe this is my pathway. But then at what age and how did you come to a point where it's like, oh, this is mine. This is what I want to do.
Well, you never know. Until now, I don't even know, like, am I gonna be an artist? But I'm always been an artist, like, honestly, for me, it's like, at the moment, no expectation. I just do whatever I can do, and get all the opportunity that you have. If you get any gig, I just say, just say yes. And even though, like, you might not know any songs, or you might have to learn, like, 30 songs in a week, let's just do it. So for me, well, when I was teenager, I think I always think that I want to be, like, but it's my teenager phase as well, so it's a bit different. So in teenagers, I just want to be in TV. That's why I'm super narcissistic as well. I like to perform, and I like to, but I never think that I'll be a musician, honestly. I just like doing music, and never think that I'll be like a successful musician. well, not like I'm a successful musician until now, but at least I'm earning money from music. So which is okay. I guess this is my pathway now. So for me, there is no right way to become like, oh, this is my path, because like even in music industry there is a lot of ways to go into the music industry. You might be just a songwriter, or you might be just a cover band artist or a YouTube artist. Like there's so many ways to be a musician or an artist, and there is no one right way. And that will decide like, oh, this is I'll be a musician because like this. But you just kind of follow whatever opportunity that you get, and then you just like kind of track it down from there.
Wow. So as a teenager, you were exposed to music and you liked all those stuff, and then what made you come to Australia?
Well, so my sister studied at first. My other sister studied at China, and my parents just asked me like, where do you want to study? Honestly, I think. I think especially my dad, he really want all of us, like all the. I have two bigger sister, so all daughters, all of his daughter become more independent, and the best way is just like living the country, honestly, because in Indonesia you can't really live by yourself. If you're like living in the same country, it'll be like weird, like, okay, I'm 17 years old, time to go, right? But like in Indo, you can't really do that. Like you can't just leave your parents' house. It'll be like people gonna talk, So the best way is just like, okay, I'll send my daughter to like out of country, and maybe she will learn things or two.
Wow, that's so cool. So your family is like pretty much all like international?
No, but both of my sisters now back in Indo. But I think just Asian parents in general, they want all of their children have the same opportunity, like to be like independent, and that's Well, at least I think that's what I see from my parents. I think they want me to be more independent. That's why they send me to Australia.
Wow, that's so grateful. Oh my gosh, that's so nice. Because like mostly like our culture, we wouldn't really like, the parents won't really want our children to go out. So they'd be like, you're gonna go out, then never come back. Or it's like,
well, they I think they didn't realize that I'll be staying here for so long. They wouldn't thought like, I mean, because like all my sisters, all my cousins as well, like they're all like, go to the States, go to China, go to Australia, but everyone's go back to Indo. I don't think no one's really live overseas. Like no one, but everyone, it's just like a family thing. It's I guess like you need to send your child overseas if you can afford it. You know?
Wow.
But yeah, I'm the only one who staying in here. Honestly, like I think they wouldn't expect it. Like
wow. Any tips on? So if you're an independent person living alone, outside of your own home, living by yourself, like what's a tip that you would want to give to other people of this is something that you have to know before you live by yourself?
You kind of just figure it out yourself, honestly. But for me, just put everything in freezer.
Freezer? Yes. What? That's so random.
I put my rice in freezer.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
My rice, my bread, whatever it is, it'll like things that spoil, just put it in the freezer. Go out, like when you are in uni, like those time is like irreplaceable. Like I think I have the best time of my life when I was studying music in AIM.
Wow.
Just the lifestyle, like you studied and then you go to gig after. This is just me, but like after I study, I usually go out with my friends, but like to see music, and just hanging, jamming all the time. Because like at that time, my parents still supporting me. So I have no worries at all. So I guess just enjoy the journey, even though you have to work in the end of the day. But just enjoy. Like if it's time to study as best as you can and enjoy it, because it might never come back again.
That's so true. Wow.
But yeah, I guess that is my best. Don't be afraid and just try things out.
That's so good. That's so good. So from Indonesia, you came straight and then you went straight to AIM?
Like maybe like 2 weeks after I came here to Australia, and then I just start uni.
Damn. And then you didn't have any breaks, but just went straight for 3 years, was it?
You can't have a break as an international student. You need to do full-time studied.
Wow. And was it songwriting? Or
No, I think performance, yeah. Wow. Contemporary performance.
Wow.
Art. Yeah.
Wow. And then you finished, and then how did you get to like meet up with like JMC people?
Well, it's a kind of funny stories. But I work in the queue, which is just it's a cafe beside GMC.
Oh yeah.
So I do have part time, but I really enjoy my part time as well. Like I work in a coffee shop for a long time as well, and that's how I met all of you guys.
That's so true.
And then maybe because mostly from the cafe, and then secondly is because the Indo community as well.
Yeah.
So you just like you always, if you're Indo and you're a musician, it's a small city, so you will meet each other eventually. Yeah,
that's so true. That's so true. I remember like the first time we met.
Yeah,
I think it was at the queue, or was it? Wait,
I don't know. Maybe not in the queue because like we'll be just like hi, you know.
Yeah.
But we definitely meet in the queue first, and then like we see each other somewhere else, like in the Korean thingy probably.
Maybe. I remember because like I saw you with Ivan and like the band, and then you were there singing, and then I was like, wow, what's this voice? And then I turn around, and then there's you, and I'm like, wow. No, because I caught you because of your voice.
Wow.
Because if it wasn't your voice, then I wouldn't notice if you were like AIM or from JMC. I would just think, oh, she's just a singer.
Yeah.
Or she's just an Asian girl. I'm Asian too. And I'd be like, oh, okay, there's another Asian in school. Yeah. But then I think it was inside of JMC I saw you. And
probably like have a wrestle at JMC then.
Yeah, and then if you're in JMC, like, because I went to JMC, right? And then she went to AIM, obviously. But like if you're in the school, because it's so small, like you know pretty much everyone. And then you would recognize, because I have a very like sensitive ear, so I would recognize people by their sounds, right? Yeah. And then this voice comes along, and I'm like, I've never heard this voice before.
I didn't know that. I really didn't know that you hear me like when I was practicing in GMC. That's crazy.
Yeah. Because there wasn't a lot of singers back then when I was there as well. Because like a few. And then I would recognize everyone's voice. Yeah. And there was only me and Yeji that was Asian.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, who's this girl? And then you had such a nice voice, and I'm like, this is not JMC. This cannot be from JMC. And then I go, and then next day I met you was at the Q. And I was like, that's so crazy, because Q was my favorite cafe. And then you were there behind the desk, and I was
Benji.
like, Benji. Haven't been there in such a long time, but
me too.
Wow, yeah.
Good time.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
That's so good. And then after we finished JMC, a lot of people, when I was in my last trimester, a lot of people from AIM were coming to JMC.
Yeah, because I think you guys have a songwriting stream, right?
AIM doesn't have songwriting.
Yeah, we don't have a songwriting stream. I think I was sense. if they tried to for quite a term, like maybe 2 terms, because I was like kind of in the songwriting stream for a term, or they just try to. I always into songwriting, so if there is a choice of songwriting stream in AIM, I'm probably gonna choose songwriting rather than performance. But I love performing as well. I think I learned much more. Performing rather than songwriting.
Wow. I think comes to a time, especially for like singers, where like everyone who enrolls in their first trimester, it's like, oh, I'm a performer, or do I go songwriting? And then all the teachers would be like, oh, go to songwriting. But then they wouldn't really know the difference of like, oh, but I want to perform. But what's the benefit of being a songwriter? And I think there's that mixture of both. But what would you do if there was like, of course you would choose songwriting, but for you, what's the difference of performing and like songwriting?
Well, I think performing is really come down to how to please people.
Okay.
Would you agree?
Yeah, that's so true. That's so true.
Yeah.
Yes.
I guess what I learned from performing, I just like, try first, like, get the instruction right. Like, okay, we're learning blues, so be the best blues singer.
Yeah.
You're learning jazz, like, be the, like, just like the mindset, like, to learn something new and be someone new.
Wow.
I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Yes, 100%. Yeah. Like, if you're a songwriter, you can just write behind the scenes, but if you're a performer,
you kind of need to do more.
Yeah. And I think it's not just about how good you are, it's about how you can get the audience to like you.
Yeah.
Which I think that's the hard part.
Yeah.
Right?
Took me so long to know, like, what is because I've been doing solo gig for a while as well in here, and I've been just asking people like, what do you want me to sing?
Yeah,
you know, because like I'm a people pleaser as well, so I don't mind to do that. And my set list just basically for something that I heard usually in the gig, and I feel like, oh, that's such a good song, and I'll put it down in my list. Or second is people requests, and it's like a request that people always ask. So I'm just like, okay, I think that's the 5th request that I get for this song, so I just like put it on my list. But that's how you basically get a gig or get people like you. Just like play something that they like. Yeah, it's just like really weird as well.
Wow. Do you not sometimes get like caught up where you please people and the next minute it's like, but where's my song, where's my color, where's my voice, kind of things?
Well, that's the difference between artist and singer, so I just put a different, I guess, face. If I'm singing my original, I'm like in my artist mode. And if I'm gigging or playing music for a band, like I'll be like whatever the band expect me to do, or the audience hear, you know.
Wow. I think that's really important, and like really really like this thin paper thing, because like some people, they would be really strict with their art and be like, I'm an artist, so I'm just gonna sing my songs, but then it gives them less opportunities, whereas a lot of Asians I see, they have that survivor mode, because I think we Asians, our history go way back where we needed to survive, and so in order to do so, like we would adapt, and so no matter what, we would be able to, if that's what you want, I'll give you what you want. You know what I mean?
Feel like water.
Yeah. But how do you overcome those times when it's like you give so much and then you lose your color? But have you ever been like so drowned where it's like, I'm lost, I don't know where I'm going, I don't know if this is right, those kind of moments?
I think so. As an artist, like you always have those stuff like, oh, you know, you just like pleasing people, and you know. Well, if you want to be more artist, you just have to spend more time, like for yourself, for your music. But at the moment, again, I'm an opportunistic as well. So like, if I see the chance to do more, for example, my own stuff, of course I'll do my own origin, more of my stuff. But like at the moment, I'm getting a lot of my most income is coming from gig and teaching. So that's what I'm gonna help to get better at the moment, until I get the opportunity again to I'll still do like my music, my own music, but you know, like when you have your own music, you actually spend money for your own music. So if you have a songs, as an artist, you'll spend more rather than earning more as an artist. So that's something that you have to think about as well. Like you don't want to expect you getting money for like 10 years if you're doing your originals. So I guess original is always something that I always want to do, but I'm just waiting for the right time and the right people that helping me to reach the goal. But meantime, like you do just whatever you can do, you know, to survive. But at least I'm still doing music, which is really cool as well.
Wow. Then can you break us down of how do you write your songs?
Well, I just usually it's just come down from my voice note, honestly. So it's just like I'm a daydreamer as well. So I'm like lost or caught up pretty easily. Like don't have a very good concentration, I think. So usually the inspiration always come when I was driving or when I was just chilling, like in the beach or anywhere. So when you just stop and don't think about anything, I guess the inspiration just come, or just like the bubble thought. I don't know if it's a thing, bubble thought.
Bubble thought.
Oh, no.
Wow. It just randomly comes.
Yeah, it just randomly comes. Well, I'm at the moment, I'm not like in the relationship that hurting me or anything, you know. Like it's pretty chill now, so I don't where it's different where you at as well, because I do a lot of where is your life at and what happened with your life as well. So if you like have a heartbreak, of course, like you're gonna start writing heartbreak songs, right? So just be true with my music as well. I just write whatever I feel.
Wow. What happens if you're like a person, well, for me, for example, I was a very like R&B sad kind of mood vibe where I like those songs, but when I was required to write a happy song, it's like I can't do happy songs. I don't write happy songs. But then you're in like, and then your mood shifts. You're in such a happy mode and you need to write songs.
Yeah.
But you can't write any songs because you're so used to like sad songs. How do you do that?
Well, happy song and sad song, hey, because like, I think it's just an Asian thing. Asian thing always wrote a sad song.
That's so true.
But again, I've been pleasing people a lot, so I do a lot of dance songs as well.
Wow.
You know, I mean, I like as a performance. That's why I like performing as well, because like you learn more. Like, oh, that's a different way to write the songs, right? So to be able to write something, you have to like, or you have to listen to those genre a little bit more. So with happy songs, I reckon it's like something upbeat, right?
Yeah.
So I just usually pull out some songs that I think is like, oh, I really like this groove. Like always, like for happy songs, I always like come back with the groove again. Like okay, so this is like the type of drum or the type of beat that suit with my happy songs, and just go from there. So I was just like, you know, like as an artist, it's not always like, oh, this is my original beat. Like I want, like you want to sit down and like this is my, you know, the beat that I want to do.
Yeah.
But it's always just like come back again to like something that you hear first.
Yeah.
And then like, oh, I like those, and then you kind of copy and then interpret your own way. So you don't do something from zero, basically. You just take inspiration and then make it yourself.
Wow.
Yeah.
What is your inspiration?
Inspiration as a musician?
Yeah.
First one is Bruno Major.
Ooh. Yes.
Not the most popular one, but yeah, I do like a lot of British. I don't know what genre is that, but it's like lo-fi, jazz, new soul.
Yeah.
You know, Tomish. Yeah, all of those.
Okay,
like
speaking of
British,
Tomish, are you going to his concert?
Oh, yeah, I already bought the ticket actually for Tomish. So yes, because it's coming in Australia.
Oh my gosh! I was gonna buy it, and then I was like, hold up, let me check my bank account, and then I turn around, I go back to buy it, and then it's sold
gone.
out.
It's gone. Oh my god.
So sad.
No, you'll get it. You'll get it.
But it's okay.
Or he just needs to do more concerts in Australia. Honestly.
Yeah, that's so
Tommy's
true.
Such a good musician.
So good.
Yeah.
So good. So crazy.
Yeah.
Wow. Damn. That's so good. Then what about like inspirations not from artists, not from musicians, but as an artist yourself? Like what do you get inspired by and what do you translate into your songwritings?
Yeah. Well, I think if you're a songwriter, it's still like you still have to have the discipline of like for practicing. You know, practicing your songwriting. It's never like okay, inspiration come, you just wrote and then the song's done. But it's something that you want to do daily as well. It's like just like practicing music, you know, like if you want to be a singer, like you have to practice certain amount of time, like to be good at what you're doing. Same thing with songwriting, you just have to spend time. Okay, this is time to write. Just sit on piano, sit on your music studio, and then just write. Even though like you might not get anything, you just like get something. But that's the songs, and you might not finish it now, but you'll come back again to your voice note, and then like, oh, I actually really like this groove, or I really like this melody, and then oh, I have this lyric in my phone or in my book, and then you just that's for me. It's just I just always combine it, and never. Rarely, like sometimes I do get like the melody and the lyrics all together, but most of the time it's kind of separated, and I was like, oh, that melody is kind of suited with this lyric, you know. So, and that's how you do it, I guess. Just discipline if you want to be a songwriter as well.
Yeah, and like going more into details, or are you more of like you have the melody first and then the lyrics comes afterwards, or like you would have the lyrics and then melody would pop in afterwards?
I think melody first for me, but the lyrics, it's something that you already think about. So, but the songs, it's always came out after the melody's done. Like it's always like, you know, like when I scribble in the paper, it's nothing, because it's just like a scribble, right? Just like a piece of thought. But when the melody is done, and then you grab your notes, that's becoming a song after. Yeah. So I think I'm a melody first.
Melody first.
Yeah.
Ooh. I think that makes sense because like you're more exposed to music. Like you're more exposed to songs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, but the other thing is like I like something or I like a song, it's not about just the melody. Of course, melody first, but the song will stuck in my playlist once I have the good lyric, like have the lyric as well. Like that's why I really like Bruno Major. It might be not the maybe I'm not always in the mood for Bruno Major because it's it's very sad, very slow and all that, but it keeps in my playlist, and I always like whenever I hear it again I want to sing it because the lyric keep me back. The music catch me at first, like I like those music, but the lyric is actually the one that keep me listening to the artist. So I think it goes back to almost everyone as well. Like it's always come back to the lyric again, like that's keep you wanting the listener to listen to the music again.
Yeah, that's so true. And which is the hardest part, because like in the lyrics you want to be able to send your message out, but wow, what kind of thoughts do you have, like as a songwriter? Not just like, of course, like one piece of song is your heart, you give your all to songs by songs at a time, but as an artist, your main purpose, like what do you want people to feel, or with your music, what is your not purpose as a musician?
What I think just relax, man. Because that is kind of my vibe. Like I'm a very chill person. Like nothing to worry about. Just do whatever you want. Go with the flow, be like water. I'm a water sign as well. That's probably why I'm like super chill. So I guess like what I want people to have, or after listening to my music, is chill. I guess mostly. Chill and calm. And of course, the lyric, I want people to understand what I'm trying to say as well.
What do you think is your key word that you would want people to know? This is what I'm saying. Do you reckon like chill, like every time you write a song?
Yeah, I think so. Like I'll even though it's like an upbeat song, I reckon it's still like something you bop into, but like it's not gonna be like hard rock. Like I will never go into that direction. I guess not for a little while, or like a very like it's something that always lay back and chill. Even though it's like groove, like upbeat, it'll be like something that you just bop and chill into it.
Wow. Where do you think that came from? Like you want people to chill, but where do you think that actually came from?
Oh, because I listen to a lot of chill music, especially for me, because I've been now this day when I listen to music, I'll try to learn it. I like. It's not like when you're a teenager, you just listen whatever songs, right? Yeah. It's just like, it's good. And then like this day, because I'm a performer every weekend, so I need to learn songs. So whenever I go to Spotify, I just listen songs that I need to learn this weekend. So when I finish my weekend, like my gig, I like to hear something that chill, like that's relaxing. And I think that's why I want to write chill music, because that's something that I really into, and I really enjoy just listening to chill music. It just like it's make me calm.
Dang. Wow. I can feel that in your songs. 100%. 100%.
I'm like, when I sing, it's like, I don't usually sing like that when I perform, honestly. I'm like such a loud singer when I perform, but when I'm recording, I was like,
yeah. Oh my gosh, yes.
Always, whenever people come to me at my gig and like, oh, can we hear you in the like Spotify? And I was like, yeah, of course, but I'll sound different. Wow. That's my real self, in in Spotify and all of that, like my original.
Yep. I think I get you, because I think I'm the same.
Yeah.
Like, I only have one song out, but that sound is so like soft and airy, and then next stuff when I sing, and it doesn't sound like that, but your voice changes, and that's just who you are. But wow. Yeah, because very interesting. Like you have Mind and Divide, that was like recently out, it's released. Hear it, guys. It's on Spotify. It's on everywhere. But with Divide, like it's such a chill vibe. But the lyrics are so like.
Is it? What? No.
Okay, break us down with that song. Like
which one? Which one?
Chorus. It goes.
Well, Divide is not my songs. It's actually Karthik's songs. I just featuring his songs.
Wasn't he featuring on yours?
No.
You were featuring his. Oh,
yeah,
sorry, my bad. I thought he was featuring on yours.
But it's okay. It's still like part of my songs, part of my life. You know. So.
Did you like corporate like write your songs as well? Like write the lyrics as well?
No, not with that one. That one is just like he have the songs and I'm like, oh, I'm thinking of you in the songs, and then
okay.
And we're like, we have like this studio in Seven Hills.
Yeah.
It's called Messiah.
Messiah. Oh, okay.
So there's like a bunch of producer in there. Like probably it's like maybe 4 or 5 producer in the house.
Wow.
And we just like, I don't know. So we just like swapping around producer and, just being, I think that's very important as well. Like what keep me to do this stuff, like produce my music, because you have the right community, because you are surrounded by people who wrote music all the time, produce music all the time. You just like inspired to do your own stuff as well. So that's how I met Karthik in the studio, because he was recording with another producer. His name is Glenn. He's a very good musician as well in Australia, very chill, very R&B. But my producer name is Julian Sanchez in Australia.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, then that makes a lot of sense. Because I was like, Divide is so divided. But then all of your songs, like all of your lyrics, all of the melody as well, it's super angelic.
Yeah.
It's super angelic. But do you purposely make it more airy, more soft when you record?
Yeah,
Why?
I think so.
Why?
Why? Because I I guess like when I started doing music seriously, grew up with jazz music. That's something that I really into. Like you like in the teenager, of course you like start just to listening to the pop music, right? But like it's just like kind of like in the surface, like everyone listens to pop and all of that, like you love it, but like at some point I really like jazz, and so jazz is all about a tone. You never really it's not the most technical, I will say, like singing part, but like melody, it's always like really focused on the melody and lyric. So I think it's always come back again because I like jazz as well, and that's the technique that I wanna sing. Like if I position myself, like it's something that I really enjoy to sing. Like, well, I love all the pop songs as well. I really like pop, honestly. I really like pop music. But when I sing jazz, it's just like I can't stop smiling because I really like the lyrics and the melody and how they project their voice. It's like effortless. Everything is so relaxing and effortless. Yeah. So I guess it's come back again because like I really like jazz.
Dang. Wow. How were you exposed to jazz? Like you started pop as a teenager.
Yeah.
So how did jazz come along?
Well, in Indo, like you can only take 2, right? Either classical or jazz. So I was like, I'm nowhere, like I'm not an opera singer, so I was, of course I'll go more to jazz, and that's how I started. And when I went to I'm like, it's a contemporary performance.
Yeah.
And I didn't know. I thought it was just always like jazz or classical all that time. So I've been just like, but yeah, I learned jazz before I went to uni. I thought I have to. I have to do jazz because I was thinking to go to Berkeley before coming to Australia, but it's so expensive.
Yeah. Wow.
So it's just, I think it's more the stigma in Indo, but you kind of like in Indo, you kind of like exposed to a lot of jazz anyway, because we have Java Jazz Festival, and I guess that's where it's all started, just like Java Jazz, and then like, cause everyone listening to jazz in Indo. So you just kind of like,
Dang. So in high school, you did music?
No, I did not do high school.
Wait, you didn't go to high school?
I go to high school for 2 years, and then I quit high school because I think it's a bullshit.
Wow, this woman! And she
No, I'm
goes to
kidding.
university.
I love my uni. No, sorry. I love my high school, but I think it's just it's really not a waste of time, but kind of waste of time.
Yep,
like if you know what you want, like just say you don't need you don't need to do math. Like you know,
I 100% agree.
Yeah.
I had until the day I've switched to computer science and was like, I should have done some math. But yeah, unless it's that, just you're fine without math, guys. Wow. So you had the guts to like go to high school for 2 years. Wait, high school is 3 years for you guys?
Yes.
Okay, so you went for 2 years and was like, I don't see the point of going to high school. So you
Yeah.
drop out and then you learned music, which was jazz.
Well, I'm still doing like uni prep because like to be able to come here, like you still need. Oh, so at that year as well, when I was in high school, my parents already asking me like, oh, do you want to go overseas to study for your uni, right? So I mean, they kind of that's why I stopped my school as well because I already know that I'm
sense.
going overseas.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, why not? And then they just have like, so my uni prep, I just need to go 2 days a week. So I have plenty of time to get better at music, basically. And I took like so many singing, theory, piano, whatever that I can take, because like I'm not born in a musician family, not like because like a lot of good musicians here probably like they grew up with music. Like, I mean, they have a proper training and all of that. But I don't have a proper training. I just, grew up in church. That's how I know how I play music.
Yeah.
So when I'm thinking to go here to do music, that's where I start to catching up with all the stuff, like with the music stuff. Yeah.
Wow. Dang.
Yeah, but yeah.
So brave.
Again, I'm like water. I just follow the opportunity. Like, okay, if I get an opportunity to not doing high school, why not?
What a water. I don't think I've ever seen someone be so like flowy. Wow. And it's so fascinating because like your characteristics, your personality, it all comes out as a result in your music. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, whenever people like, they're always surprised when I'm doing original because like they were surprised how raw I am, like as a because like when I gig, like I'm just like dance and all of that, but like when I'm doing my original, they get to know me a little bit better as well. Because like whenever I share my music, I want people to know what's the story behind my music. So that's where they get like a little bit of my personality.
Wow.
As well.
Wow. Damn. Is there like a philosophy that you live by?
Be like water.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah. I don't know. I definitely have one, but I just don't remember.
Yeah.
I really don't remember.
Just go with the flow.
Go with the flow. But I think there's more than that. Definitely more than that. But I really don't remember.
Wow. That's so amazing.
Yeah.
Because like I would see a lot of Earth people. Like, I don't know if this is a thing, but like, have you watched Avatar? Like, not the blue Avatar, but
the Airbender, the last Airbender.
And then in there they have like Earth, Fire, Water, and then
fire, water, wind.
Air.
Yeah,
Yes, air.
Yeah.
And then I've always understood what Earth was.
Yeah.
And then fire, just angry people, and then wind. I don't know what wind is, but then water. I was always questioning what water might be.
Like people, what
like
people?
Oh. Yeah, and like air, I still don't understand what air might be. Like maybe they're just really like okay, or like just don't say anything at all. But because I think if I were to choose, I think I would be an earth person. Yeah, because I love nature. Sure. I'm like dirt. Oh. I don't know what it is, but I just dirt.
Yeah. I got you.
Yeah, but yeah, that's so cool. Damn, water. Then do you not like fire?
Oh well, what do you like fire? Anyway, what?
It's pretty. It's warm.
Oh, yeah. I definitely like water. If I have like a wetsuit, like if I will swim every day. If I live in the beach, like I want to swim every day.
Is this because like Indonesia has a lot of beaches, or
I don't know. I just love swimming, honestly. It's like, you know, like some people like running.
Yeah.
Some people, I hate running, honestly. So I prefer swimming rather than running. Like I never feel tired swimming. Like yeah, but again, my I guess it's come back again with my parents, because like my parents always bring me to swimming pool when I was kids, and that's how I like swimming.
Dang. Wow.
Yeah. Oh, I think I know my other motto is, because like first one is of course become water, Bruce Lee, and then second is like adapt to the situation as well. I think that's my traits. It's like if you're like, and people ask me like, oh, why we want to hire you, Christa? I also like I'm pretty adaptive. Like I can adapt to any situation pretty quickly.
Wow.
But that's what I think all musicians have to have, you know, like, because there's nothing stable in the industry. You always need to change all the time. Yeah.
Speaking of like stability and stuff, like after COVID, so many things have been happening, and as a musician, it's really hard to like be stable, I guess. Like having to gig outside, getting gigs as well. Like nowadays, it's more open, not being locked in. But what do you like? How do you adapt to the situations where everything is like trying to transform digital, where everything is trying? It's more faster, it's more convenient, it's more exposure for you to like go digital rather than like being analog or being in person with persons. But do you reckon like still there is chances, and it's still good as a musician to why not be in person, do analog gigs, like go outside, like be more active outside? Or do you reckon like there is a shift here and that you need to try to do more like digital marketing or like put yourself out there more?
Well, it's really depends what you want to do. If you want to be an artist, of course it's better to be out there online, because like you have whole wide world watching it, right? You have the opportunity to show your work to the whole world. But for me, I know it's really hard to get a gig this day because of COVID. But honestly, I start solo gigging because of lockdown. So yeah, before I just usually sing or sometimes play piano for a band. But this time, I mean, from lockdown, I've been gigging non-stop. Actually, I'm gigging more than than before lockdown, honestly. Because like before, I just have like, if it's like a band gig, maybe like once a week, or even like once every 2 weeks. You know, you never know. But because now I learned how to accompany myself. And that's how I gig. I can get gig maybe like sometimes 4 gigs in a week, because I can do solo.
Damn.
Yeah, because it's easy, it's cheap. I mean, it's not cheap, it's still like $100 per hour, but you know, it's cheaper rather than having a band, obviously. So that's why being adaptive in this industry is very important. Because you know, and the funny things, because like maybe some of you know that my first instrument, of course, singing. Second instrument is piano, because I've been playing piano for a while as well. And I've been when the first time I do my solo gig, I usually play piano, right? So and then I get one feedback from the venue like, "Oh, Krista's not really our vibe." And then at that point, I'm just like, you know what? I'll play guitar for you. And it's just doubled since I play guitar.
That's true. Oh wow. Okay.
So I'm just like, okay. I just like, okay. You know? And it's I don't it's a bit scary at first, but everything is always a bit scary at first, you know? Like the first time you gigging, it's a bit scary because you need to learn 30 songs in a go. The first time you play guitar, of course, it's a bit scary because you never play whole set with guitar. But there's always opportunity if you say yes, even though it's not a lot of money. The first time I play a solo gig for guitar, it's not a big gig. It's just like maybe 1 hour gigs or like, you know, very far gigs like out of Parramatta, like by yourself. And, you know, it's not a lot of money as well, but that's how you get better. So yeah, don't be afraid to try something new.
Damn. So you've self-taught yourself guitar?
Well, I played guitar when I was in high school, but you just know how to play G.
Yep, just G.
So yeah, I just been playing G with capo and now.
Yeah.
I know how to play in D as well, but
Damn.
yeah, I usually just play in G and then use the capo, and people are happy with it. So I'm just like, yes, I'm cool. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah. So yeah, I guess people are not gonna expect you to do so much. Like you are young and you just started. Like, don't be too hard on yourself as well. Like, just people will know when you do your best.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is true. Wow.
Don't be afraid.
Wow. Were you always like never afraid of the world?
I guess so. Yeah, since I was kids.
Damn.
It's just I think it's part of my character. I just like I can do anything that you put in mind.
Damn. Yeah. That's so amazing.
But sometimes the other the downside is because I just always say yes to everything.
Yeah.
Sometimes you overload it and then you have a panic attack or like anxiety problems afterwards.
Yeah. Wow.
You're just like, okay, kill me now. But it's all fun. It's just like part of the learning. I guess because I always think there's still so much to learn. So it's no rush. No rush for everything.
Damn. Is there another instrument that you're wanting to learn, or?
I always want to learn how to play trumpet.
Ooh.
Yeah. But
can you?
No,
like, can you learn? Because like it suits you so well.
You
my
think?
gosh.
I don't know. Again, okay. I always say yes for everything.
Yep.
If I see the opportunity.
Okay, if a trumpet comes to your hands,
Yeah.
someone buy her a trumpet, please. Oh my gosh, I can so see that. Hey, do you? Maybe that's not a trumpet. Wait, there's this jazz singer.
Yeah.
I always forget her name.
I think I know which one. The very young one.
She's married.
Huh?
But she looks super young, and I think. Oh my gosh, sorry, that's my alarm.
Oh, okay. It's an hour.
No, that's like my bedtime alarm.
Oh.
So funny. I like waking up very early.
Yeah.
And so I don't sleep at 10, but I just set my alarm at 10 and be like, peace, get ready to go to bed. It's your that time, and then.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. But yes, I forgot her name. But she's really famous. She's really famous for jazz. My mom knows her name, but she's like this baby face.
Yeah.
I think Italy, France, Paris, somewhere in that area.
Oof.
They're really famous for their jazz, and they have this jazz academy now. And then the guy is the owner, and then I think she's married to that guy.
Okay.
And then she sings jazz so well. And then she plays trumpet.
Yeah.
And like, you have that vibe. She's so beautiful. Like, her voice is amazing.
Yeah.
And she plays the trumpet.
That's cool. Yeah.
You should.
Well, when I get time and I see the opportunity, I will do it.
Oh yeah.
So.
Oh yeah. Oh wow.
But I don't know. There's so many things in my bucket list. Like, I think if I have the time, I will learn how to produce myself a little bit more as well.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of already start producing, but I never like, I can't produce until like I'm happy to release it on Spotify. So yeah, there's so many bucket lists. Even though like I'm like water, but it's always something in my bucket list anyway. Like join or recently I applied for a rock band, like a hard rock band, it's on my list as well.
Wow.
It's so
How did that happen?
Well,
As a singer or?
Pianist.
What?
But I do a lot of BVs for it.
Okay.
And it's actually a very fun gig, so it's on my list as well. So.
Wow.
But
is your bucket list like all filled with musical stuff, or?
I guess so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
What's like the 2, 3, 4 number bucket list?
Well, I think firstly is obviously my original stuff. I do have a lot of like planned for my EPs that never come out, that I've been recording for 3 years ago.
Yeah.
So so firstly, of course, my original stuff. Secondly, I have a lot of plans for my social media as well, but again, don't have the time now to do it. But that's why I'm here.
Yeah.
Someone do it for me instead.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Wow. Wow.
What else? I guess I don't mind. I want to do a tour.
Ooh.
even though it's not my tour, like I just want to feel how to be like touring musician as well. And yeah, I just watch a lot of musical, watch a lot of concert. I think that's my goal. Just watch music, produce music, and just having fun. Honestly,
that's so true. Wow. So if so, you record your own songs at times?
Yeah, I'm recording at the but in Messiah studio. So yeah, I have someone to do it for me because first I don't have the time and the skills yet.
Yeah. Wow. So you're a singer-songwriter, independently working everything by yourself.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah.
What do you manage, and how do you manage all of those things?
I don't even know. I'm very good at management, but I have a friend that's helping me to manage my stuff as well.
So good. Okay.
Yeah. So Ivan is actually helping me to manage my stuff.
Oh.
Yeah,
is he like a manager or?
Yeah, he's kind of a manager.
Oh my god.
But again, you have to drive your career by yourself. As well. Like he can just do so little. Like he cannot do much. Like maybe he can give me ideas and like help me to distribute my music. But again, it always has to come back again to the artist. Like you have to drive your career. Yeah. It's like you're the only person who know you best. So.
Wow. Yeah. Do you have any like practices you do that makes you like think more so that you can drive? Like when you're lost, like some people would have their own rituals, some more people would like read books purposely to like find or discover their own selves. But in order for you to like make that momentum, because if you're lost, like what do you do? Or like do you go find a friend? Do you like maybe talk to Ivan or like
I guess talking to my closest friends like when I'm down. I don't really have a ritual, but I have like this like board at home that I just you put a post-it and your goals and all of that. I think that's what reminded me like what I want to do. I'm not a very detailed person. I always like see the big picture, so I have a big board and just like okay, this is the things that I want to do. This is the goals that I want to achieve this year. I guess that's it. And then talk to people as well.
Wow. What are your like future? What do you see yourself doing in 10 years?
My original.
Is it like album or no more covers, no more gigs doing other people's songs? They're all gonna be my songs, like that one.
Yes.
Hey, okay.
But probably I don't know, maybe not in here. But again, that's why I just like see where's the opportunity is, and if I get a deal, of course I wanna just do my original stuff. Honestly, I'm just waiting for my time.
Wow.
Yeah.
How are you so patient?
Because there's so much thing to learn. There's no rush for everything. There's always time for everything. This time, just if you get an opportunity, for me, like at the moment, I have a lot of teaching work as well. Just learn how to be the best teacher. It's your time to learn. Or it's time just everything. Just have a timing. It's a perfect timing, so you don't have to worry about anything.
Wow, that's crazy. Because I can't be that patient. I honestly am not that patient. Maybe that's why I like switched to studies, but I believe everyone has their own timings, but it's so hard to like keep yourself grounded in one thing that you do. You know? That's so fascinating.
Well, again, I think you have to be surrounded with the right people as well.
That's true.
Because I have a lot of musician friends that doing originals, so and everyone's really even more patient than me, I think, in the industry. Honestly, I'm not the most organized person. I'm very disorganized, but I guess I have the right support, and that's what keep me going as well.
That's so good.
Yeah.
Sam, Krista. Wow.
Quit toxic people.
Yeah. There was a saying where it's like who you surround yourself with, the top 5 people are like
who you're gonna become.
Yeah. Yes. Do you believe that's true?
Definitely. Yeah. You becoming more of like your closest friends or family. All of them.
Do you reckon then you would like choose who your best friend would be, or because you have your best friend next to you, you would become?
Well, I think it's just naturally. I have a lot of friends that supporting me. Honestly, I think you would know like if it's toxic friendship or not.
Yeah.
And you're just like, okay, you're not making me better. So just like don't hang around with them too much. Just, it's not like you're becoming picky, but maybe I'll hang out with you like 1 or 2 times. But do you want? I'm just keeping myself grounded as well. Like if I don't like it, I just don't do it. You know, like if you're happy hanging out with someone, just keep hanging out, I guess. Yeah, I think just know, and I'm still trying to learn that as well. Like, because I'm not very good saying no. But at time to time, like you just don't have time to do it anymore. So just like your true friends gonna come by itself.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Damn. Then apart from follow the water and like go with the flow, what's like up until now, your whole life, looking back at Krista Monica, what's like one wisdom that you think, oh, this is the greatest wisdom that I've learned so far?
Well, for me, it's like being adaptive. I think it's very, but it's kind of like water as well. Because
apart from that,
it's always come back to water.
Apart from that,
being adaptive, be like waters. I think you just take it easy.
Such a water person. Take it easy, follow the water, be adaptive. That's my wisdom. Okay, that's facts. That's facts.
Just take it easy. Everything has its own timing. Don't rush everything.
Yeah.
Just enjoy the process. Again, this is all the stuff that like something that I get when I work as well. So my manager used to say that all the time. Be like water, Christa.
Manager to you
in the cafe.
What?
In my cafe, Cindy always. I don't know if do you know Cindy?
Of course I know Cindy.
Yeah, Cindy always told me like, Christa, you need to become water.
Oh my god, I can see that.
And then Benji always say like, enjoy the process. I don't know if you still see it, like in his Instagram, he always say like, enjoy the process.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
He's still doing that, right?
Yeah.
So it's always again come back with people that my motto is always come back with the people that I hang out with. And it's like, oh, that's so true. Like, yeah.
Wow.
This just like grew on me now.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I think definitely it's coming from, again, my motto is always like coming from people that inspire me, that mentoring me as well. And I have like a coach, actually, like a life coach.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's quite interesting as well. So I went to this church one time, and then he just started doing it's like it's called, the company called Life Talk, but I think it's like a motivation company. So maybe that's why I'm pretty motivated anyway, because they always like motivated me, like to learn how to motivate yourself as well. Yeah. So yeah, that's part of my big influence of my life as well. When I was a teenager, like I have a life coach.
That's cool. Do you still like contact?
No. Well, not like intensely, but like when you're a teenager, your emotion is just like up and down very quickly. So I guess almost every week. Oh, you have like counseling, because like, you really don't know what you want to do, and it's never been like I never say to my mentor like, oh, I want to be a musician or something like that. It's just always something that like, I don't know, just about life.
Wow, that's so good. That's so fascinating. Wow. Well, as much as it has been time, there's one last question that I ask every guest before they go. So is there anything in the lab that you would want to leave behind before you go today?
What do you mean? Like words or?
It can be words. Anything. It can be like goals. Like it can be yourself. Like looking back, maybe future Monica, you like looking back at Christa today and being like, oh, that's what I left behind. Okay, did I do that, or did I keep that? Or maybe like it can be a goal. It can be like a promise to yourself, or
to be able to say no.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I want to be able to know what I want a little bit better and be able to express it. Still, again, I'm not the most. I don't know. I don't have always have the right words, and I always like feel bad, like for something. But I think it's something that I learned when I come to Australia. People just like, if you don't want to do it, just say no. Because you're wasting so much time to hang out with the wrong people or to learn something that you don't want to do. If you don't want to do it, just don't do it.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Dang, that's so easy to say.
Yeah. I know, exactly. Especially being Asian, and you just like, you can't say no.
You cannot. You cannot.
Like, okay.
Yeah.
And then you torture yourself.
You do. But that is definitely a mindful practice that we Asians need to do.
Yes.
Goes for all Asians, eh?
Yeah.
That's so true.
Not just all Asian. I guess like some other people. It's just like, but especially it's a big part in Asian culture. Like, you can't really say no.
Yeah.
Damn. You have to be able to say no.
You have to. It's for yourself and it's for your better goods. Yeah. Wow. Well, is there any upcoming gigs, events, anything happening for you where the listeners can find you? Any social links? Expose yourself.
You will. Just follow me on Instagram, Spotify, YouTube, and all other social media. I don't have a Twitter, but maybe I'll make one.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I don't have one either.
No.
I don't have one either.
Is that
it's too much.
Oh, is it? Yeah, maybe it's a bit too much. But I have a Twitter, TikTok, whatever. Like, just follow me. I know, like, social media, you might think it's not a big thing, but it's actually the pathway to be able to be out there. So if you guys follow me, that'll be great. My name is Krista Monica with double A in Instagram and then start with the K, not C. Krista with the K. Krista.
Krista. Monica.
Yes.
Double A. Monica.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for being on our podcast today,
No
Krista.
worries. Thank you for having me.
That's it for today's episode. For all of those who are listening to us, we thank you so much for tuning in. And if you're tuning in on YouTube, let us know in the comment below what your takeaway was. And if you're on Apple Podcast or Spotify, like, give us a review, let us know. And on Instagram, tag us so that we can know what you've enjoyed so much about this episode. And next episodes are uploaded every week on Thursday, so make sure to subscribe on Lab's YouTube channel at Leave It All Behind. Follow us on Instagram where you can get daily updates at leaveitallbehind_lab. And yeah, once again, thank you so much, Krista. Monica. Sometimes it's confusing. Monica, Krista, Monica. But thank you so much for being with us and sharing us your personal stories. And yeah, for all you listeners, see you guys all next week. And until then, seek and you will find. Leave it all behind. Bye.
Bye.
Wow.
Well done. It's
wow.
a wrap.